The Hunter Biden scam plea deal and immunity deal have now been released on the court docket from Hunter Biden's lawyer, Christopher Clark. We heard a lot from him in court. One-page simple notice to the Honorable Judge, the incredible and very estimable Mary Ellen Noreika out of Delaware. Two cases, the gun crime and the tax crimes. He says, Your Honor, pursuant to your oral orders, we are filing the executed copy of the diversion agreement. And I can just feel the animosity from this lawyer. He did not want us to see this. He wanted this all to be just under seal and kept in the dark crevices in the dark corners of the DOJ in Biden and Merrick Garland's closet somewhere. But now we get to see it. And so let's take a look at it right now. This is the diversion deal. It's 10 pages. We have not seen this yet. United States of America versus Robert Hunter Biden. This is the diversion agreement, and it is taking place out of Delaware. The parties, of course, we know, Hunter Biden and the government. Think of this like a contract between the federal government and Hunter that they all have to abide by. The terms of this agreement, 24 months. So if Hunter complies for 2 years, he's free. The 24 months is now known as the diversion period. They say Biden is going to waive the indictment. He doesn't need to be formally indicted. It's the firearms charge. We're just going to waive all of the criminal process and just get into it now. The U.S. agrees that if Biden complies with all of his respective obligations within 30 days after the expiration of the diversion period, we're going to file a motion to dismiss. All very normal. Usually diversion agreements are for a first offense person. Not this. Biden agrees that the United States has probable cause to bring the charge and the information. He's not going to contest that. He says the charges are not frivolous or made in bad faith. Of course not. It's a minor gun charge. Biden also agrees that if at a future time the United States should move to dismiss this information, Biden would not be a prevailing party, and Biden waives any possible claim for attorney's fees and the other stuff. The government says in light of the fact that Hunter has accepted responsibility for the actions referenced in the statement of facts, and taking into consideration Biden's candid acknowledgement of his historical drug use as well as his current sobriety, and in consideration with other terms, the U.S. shall divert this matter pursuant to this document. They say Hunter agrees to waive all defenses based on the statute of limitations. It's the intent of this agreement for Hunter to agree to be the subject of Delaware's jurisdiction. It is understood under the terms of this agreement that Biden shall not purchase a firearm, consent to a permanent entry in the background check NICS system, pursuant to the United States laws, give up all your interest in your firearm, forfeit to the firearm and ammo, gives it all up. No problem. They say without limiting or modifying the commitments during the diversion period, you're going to be subject to pretrial diversion supervision, meaning he's got to check in with probation, continue or actively seek employment, refrain from unlawfully consuming or possessing any controlled substance, refrain from using alcohol, submit to substance abuse testing and participate in treatment, fingerprinting by the FBI, communicate your travel plans. They say Biden acknowledges and agrees that the statement of facts is truthful and accurate, and Biden agrees that he shall not himself or through any agent repudiate the statement. Biden agrees that a knowing failure to abide by the terms is going to constitute a breach. But if the United States, if the government believes that a breach has occurred, it may go to the judge. They say upon notice to Biden, the United States may seek a determination on a preponderance of the evidence presented to the district judge. Biden shall have the right to present evidence to rebut any claim at the proceeding. If after that process, the judge overseeing the process makes a final determination that Biden committed a breach, the United States then may elect to do one of the following things. Here, they're going to just go talk to the judge about it. And Hunter has this remedy. Number one, they may give Hunter a specific time to correct the remedy the breach. Like what? If he tests positive, what's he going to do? Remedy two, the United States may prosecute Biden for any federal criminal violation as set forth here. So they're limiting themselves. If he lies for perjury, obstruction, then they could prosecute him for that. The United States is not required to offer remedy one before proceeding to remedy two if they determine that the breach warrants termination of the agreement. Okay. They may prosecute Biden for any federal criminal violation of which the United States has knowledge, including crimes related to the conduct in the statement of facts, and any such prosecution that is not time barred, notwithstanding the statute of limitations if they warrant it. But then they have this paragraph, which is the non-prosecution agreement. Now, this is interesting. They say the United States agrees not to criminally prosecute Biden outside of the terms of this agreement for any federal crimes encompassed by the attached statement of facts, attached as Exhibit 1, filed this same day, filed as Exhibit 1 in the memo of the plea agreement. Okay. Okay, so that is a separate document. This agreement does not provide any protection against prosecution for any future conduct or his affiliated businesses. They say all parties consent to the public disclosure of this agreement. They stipulate that the conduct does not constitute other relevant conduct for terms of prosecutions, no modifications of this deal. Signed, look at this. These are U.S. attorneys. These are the people who swear oaths and they get stupid badges and they say that no one's above the law all the time to us. Leo J. Weiss, Derek E. Hines, Special Assistant United States Attorneys, along with Benjamin L. Wallace, all concocted this scam deal and they submitted it to their buddies, Hunter Biden and Christopher Clark. And then look, this is just for the diversion, but they referenced, as we saw, the actual statement of facts in the memo in the plea deal right here. The memorandum of the plea agreement filed this same day. This is the memo of the plea deal. Now, the judge made them read this whole stinking thing into the record because she was so disgusted with it. And when we scroll all the way down here, this is where they say that this is a parallel document to the diversion agreement. So the plea deal, which is for the tax crimes, also references the diversion agreement. And they're talking about the reductions. They recommend a sentence of probation. Hunter's going to pay a $50 special assessment fee. And this memorandum incorporates attachment A. And then here we see they signed off on it again. The same lawyers, the same people executing this disgusting deal. Now, this is the statement of facts. This is the exhibit that they referenced. So anything in this statement theoretically would have been immunized in the diversion agreement. And we read through all of this previously, but just the highlights. Everything basically from 2017 to 2019 would be covered. Millions of dollars from 2017. Following the death of his brother in 2015, all of these drug crimes. He started earning millions of dollars, finally published an all-telling memoir in 2021. So basically all of this conduct, everything, $666,666 gone. All the way through October, through Owasco, $1 million from Patrick Ho. Immunized, totally immune. 2.6 million from the CEO of this Chinese business, 38,000 from this person, 758,000. Married his current wife. They had domestic relations lawsuits. The list goes on and on, right? It's just like a kid at a candy store. Biden miscategorized certain personal expenses, 2.3 million here, 13,000 here, 2.6 million here, 4,000 due there. Tax year is going all the way back to 2016 now. It's going to be included. It's like anything else you want to include, like this is your get out of free jail card, brother. So load it in here. And they did. And then they tucked it away at the bottom of the diversion deal and they tried to squeeze it through. But the judge didn't allow it to happen. And now it's been published for all of us to see.